What's up, Busters? It's the bug catcher here today, and I'm smoking trees, catching Butterfrees. Before I even get into the video, huge shout out to everybody subscribing. Almost at 100. Maybe when I hit 100, I'll do some cool video, top 10 something, right? Let me know if you want to see something like that. Comment below. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. Now, as you can see by the title, new Pokemon ideas, the Galar region. No more wasting time. Let's get right into it, Busters. So, how would we revisit the Galar region, right? So, a couple ideas right off the top of the dome. If you play the games, obviously they talk about the darkest day a lot, right? Now, so a Legends game, going back to the past, a Legends game seems like the best option. I disagree, however, because what are we going to do, right? Are we going to relive the darkest day? But we've done that in, the current game. That's what you do in Sword and Shield. Maybe if we, obviously everything would look different because it's 3,000 years ago and it's a different story, but it's the same concept, right? And I don't think Game Freak wants to do the same concept. Does that make sense, Busters? So, I don't know. Maybe if you do a Legends game and you throw Zarude into the story. I talked about that in my previous new Pokemon ideas for a Legends series. For the Legends titles, ideas we could go off that. Zarude was a topic in that video. Maybe if, we do a Legends game, he can be involved, but I'm not sure how, because he's not really brought up in this main game at all, or the DLC. He's just a giveaway, so fuck him, right? At the end of the day. And in a way, that is a prequel. Obviously, anything before, the current events of the games are prequels, but I feel like Hoops and Hip Hop said something of this nature about a Legends game or something like this. He said something mentioning a lot of the characters say something about 50 years ago, 50 years this, 50 years that. That is interesting because we do know, like, Opal would be younger, right? She's been a gym leader for what did it say, 78 years? So obviously, she, Busters, would be younger. So it'd be interesting to see if her gym challenge wouldn't be based on finding a new gym leader, right? Bust bags. So that would be interesting to see her. And Galar is such, like, that whole region is about battling in a gym challenge. So a Legends game about the darkest day, to me, is kind of stupid. So this game, if we go back and visit Galar, it has to be where the gym challenge is already established. So a 50 years prequel type ordeal wouldn't be that bad. I wonder if Mustard would be the champion, or even Peony, right? I could be wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, on one of Peony's cards, it said he was the champ, right? I don't remember when, though. Same with Mustard. Either one of those guys could be the champ in those games. That would be interesting. What if, Mustard's the champ in a prequel like that, right? And we get to see either his, like, because it says he was, like, basically undefeated till his partner Pokemon died, right? So what if the evil team of that game, or whoever's evil in that game, kills his Pokemon, right? Hear me out. We stop the team, we team up with Boy, old dude, and we fucking help against the evil team. But when we battle him in the finals, he only has a team of 5, not 6. And let's just say his partner Pokemon was another Urshifu, right? And that thing dies. And we know that's his Pokemon. And we see it, but we don't see no one else he got. Kind of like with Leon in the Charizard, right? But then when we battle him, it's just 5 Pokemon. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not 6, not a full team. He's hurting. You know what I'm saying? your man's is hurting. And we're the ones to put an end to his misery, basically. We're the ones who start his losing streak. Wouldn't that be some shit? Like, that'd be off the wall crazy to me in a Galar game. So maybe Hoops wasn't, that's not originally. He just said, I don't remember nothing he said. I'm not trying to steal his idea or nothing. He just brought up 50 years as a prequel. So I'm thinking about what be going on in that time. Right? But me personally, my big idea to revisit Galar is just a straight up sequel. Like 3-4 years later. Right? And it's super sports based. Like the evil team is Team Yell. Hear me out, right? So this is the plot. Let's see. The champ. This is the year the champ resigns. The main character, right? Gloria. Let's just say. Gloria resigns as league champ. So the championship trophy title is literally up for grabs. Obviously, we need to see some new gyms. It talks about Milo being soft. He should get replaced with a bug gym. They would just make perfect sense. The bug gym overcomes the grass. They get out the minor leagues, right? It makes sense for a bug gym to be in that area. We need to see a couple. Now, I'm not saying everybody should be different. Bia should still be there. We need to see Bede. We need to see Marnie. We'll get into Marnie later. But some people need to be like, Nessa can stay. Raihan, maybe somehow Leon enters the tournament at the end. Either way, right? But now and another thing about this game, right? So about switching gym leaders, I know for the poison type you have Clara in the DLC, right? She could be a gym leader. But if you pay attention to the sword and shield, like the real true depth of these games, excuse me, Buster, I spit everywhere. That's how you say depth. You know what I'm saying? You really gotta say it from your fucking soul. Anyway, the depth of these games, right? So at Moto Stoke, when you go on a ceremony for the first time, there's a chick named, now you only see her name at the end when you battle her when you're the champ and you redo the gym challenge, right? When you redo that tournament at the end, you battle this chick. Her name looks like Ilka. Could be a hint. Some in the future. Maybe I was hinting Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. The same way Legends ZA is hinting Gen 10 is in Italy, right? With the dude's name Vinny. Everybody in that game has a stupid ass name like Urbiana, Taunia, whatever, AZ. But Vinny's a real name. It's hinting the next game is going to be in Italy. That's not the point. This chick Ilka, right? At Moto Stoke, she's wearing the poison type cap. I forget exactly what gyms she's in throughout the game, but she's in a couple. And you literally battle this chick when you're the champ and you redo the tournament, the normal tournament, not the Galarian Star tournament that's doubles. When you redo the regular usual tournament, you might battle this chick. You battle another chick named Yu with, her name is Yue, with red hair. She's one of them hippie looking chicks, right? Almost like the one on the screen just now, but with red hair. Anyway, so you could use her as a poison type gym leader and make true fans of this game who might have noticed that. You know what I mean? Easter egg it almost. But there's numerous people. There's an old guy in the corner of Moto Stoke gym after the ceremony at the top right corner. Old black man, right? Talking about he wants to do a gym challenge. He could be a gym leader. I'm not saying, these are creative ideas, right? And speaking on the challengers, since this game is super sports based, they should be everywhere. Like the trainer on your screen that's a traveler, I think she's the one who hinted, I wasn't paying attention, someone can fact check me. Is that the one who hinted, is she the Spanish chick who hinted Scarlet and Violet? Come on, bro. Vinny is hinting Gen 10 is in Italy or Sicily. Anyway, gym challengers should be everywhere. Replace her with a gym challenger. Replace every regular trainer, almost, you need to have some regular trainers with gym challengers, right? Even have some in the wild area just hanging out, ready to battle. And those trainers should be rebattleable, like with maybe some sort of VS Seeker, right? Gym challengers should anywhere on a route, in the wild area, in a town, you should see one. Like where you battle Hop at in Sirchester. There should be a gym challenger just in that area by the pond or in the little fountain or whatever. You should battle him, and then the next day you battle him. His team's a little bit stronger, right? They should be everywhere. Wild area. Make this game real sports-based. Now, saying that, I don't know how, and obviously have Team Yell involved still, and I'll get to them in a second. Somehow they need to make Marnie the last gym, because she's that bitch, right? I'll get to her in a second. Team Yell needs to have a couple more roadblocks. They need to be the focus of the story. Now, saying that, I don't know how to include Zashia and Zamazenta. I don't know how. Maybe someone in the comments after I finish the story, someone in the comments can help me out on that part, right? But hear me out. So, when Marnie, you see Marnie throughout the game. Marnie's the one who endorses you because she sees something special in you. I'm not saying she's who gives you the starters. That can be Sonya or Hop, right? The progression that we can get to see for everybody, what Leon is up to. So Marnie is the one who endorses you, and that's important for later. And like I said, there's no champion because Gloria or Victor resigned. They want to go adventure the world, right? So Team Yell's trying to slow you down because, and not at first they're cheering you on because you're like Marnie's underling, right? Taking you under, like, you know, she's been in the big leagues for a minute. She's taking you up under her wing type shit. So, yeah, she's taking you under her wing. Team Yell is like helping you. Like, they might be roadblocking some shit, but when you talk to them, their dialogue is, yo, TBC, we're blocking off this route so other challengers can't pass. Go ahead, beat the gym, and when you beat it, we'll let you through type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that, right? But the further you get, Marnie starts to talk shit about you. And Team Yell, when you talk to them, they're like, hey, actually, you know, at first it's like, we're just here. We can't let no one pass, not even you. Then it's like, boy, fuck you, boy. We ain't letting you pass no more, right? Like, they totally do a 180. Now, you beat Marnie in the gym challenge. She starts to talk, you know, she's jealous almost. She starts saying, this is supposed to be her year, right? Because in the first games, she wants to put Spikemuth on the map, right, and be the champion. She don't want to be a gym leader. So throughout the story, she's like, this is her year. The champ resigned. This is her year. Right, Busters? Y'all following me, Bust Bags? If you're following me, leave a fucking comment, Busters. Konnichiwa. Anyway, trust me, I know I got some fans out there from that part of the world. Excuse me if I butchered that. Back to the video, right? So look, Marnie's hating on you. In the gym final, it's a big battle. Team Yells in the crowd. You see them everywhere. Marnie is talking mad trash. Now, remember in the first games where you fight Zacian and Zamazenta, right? It's like in Slumbering Wield, it's like the illusion you fight, right? So, and you can't hit them, so they can manipulate battles, is what I'm getting at. So no matter if so whatever happens throughout the game, right? Maybe there's a gym challenger that's more of an important one you see more often. He's more of like a rival. You beat him in a couple rounds. You go through the bug gym leader, whatever type shit, right? Marnie's the last fight. And no matter what happens, no matter if she hits you or not, no matter if the game should kill you. Like, let's say she hits you with a 4-time super effective move. That's a super critical hit. and it should end your Pokemon. Your Pokemon's level 2, right? Like, fuck it. Your Pokemon's level 2, but it hangs on by 1 HP. No matter what. No matter what happens, this is how this battle goes. When you hit her Pokemon, you crit it and knock it out. And the crowd goes fucking crazy. And Marnie says some shit like she's shocked. Like, what the hell's going on? This is her year. And Team Yell storms the field. And you got to battle like 10 Team Yell grunts in a row. One by one by one. And they each got 2 to 4 Pokemon. And you got to get it in with 10 Team Yell grunts in a row. And then the battle with Marnie picks back up, right? You gotta be built up in this game better than they build you up in the first ones, right? Like, you had to be even more unstoppable than Leon, Mustard, Gloria, Victor, whoever, right? You gotta be unstoppable. And that first, no matter what happens, you crit her Pokemon and knock it out, and she's shook, and Team Yell rushes the field, and then maybe there's like, and then you gotta fight fucking, you haven't seen them all game. But we all know who's about to come out. Piers. After the 9th grunt, Piers comes out. And he's like, my baby sister's doing it. And then you whip his ass. Maybe Hop heals your Pokemon for that battle. And then maybe, you beat the 9 grunts. Hop or Sonya comes out, heals your Pokemon, you beat Piers, then you go against Marnie again with her 1 Pokemon knocked out already. And your Pokemon are however they are after the Piers fight. You beat her, post-game could start off by saying Hop, after, they can say whenever Hop brings up that him and the other main character release Zamazenta and they're just roaming the wild area. And that's how you get those 2 busters. And with that being said, the bug catcher is out. I appreciate everyone watching these videos, man. From Japan, USA, South Korea, North Korea, Germany, China, whoever's watching, I appreciate everyone. Please hit the subscribe button. Please run up the likes. Please comment what you think. Just TBC, just give me your comments. I'm sorry I butchered that outro, didn't I, Busters? But if you like how I butchered it, tell me you liked it, Busters. Fuck y'all.